Right then, present perfect continuous and present perfect. Let's look at the formulation of the two tenses. In the previous video, we looked at how to formulate present perfect continuous. Let's remind you, I have been playing tennis. So the verb to be conjugated in the present perfect and then the main verb with ing. You have been playing tennis. He, she has been playing. We, you, and they have been playing. Let's look at present perfect. No continuous, so it's just the verb have and the participle. I have played tennis. Easy. You have played tennis. He, she has played. We, you, and they have played. Right, let's look at usage. First, a reminder on when we use the present perfect continuous. Action that started in the past and is still in progress. For example, I've been studying all morning. I've been doing the exercises since 11 o'clock. He has been driving for 5 hours. Let's look at some examples of the present perfect and how they're different from the ones you've just looked at. So, the present perfect refers to a completed action, an action that's complete at the time of speaking. It's not going on anymore. Look at the first example. I've studied 3 sections until now. Let's look at the two sentences together. So, I've been studying all morning. That means you started this morning and you're still studying. Within this time, you have completed, you have finished 3 sections. Now, this is present perfect. I've studied 3 sections until now. Next example. I've already done half of the exercises. Let's look at the present perfect continuous. I've been doing the exercises since 11. So you started at 11 and you're still doing the exercises. But within this time, you have already finished half of them. Present perfect. I've already done half of the exercises. And the last example. He has driven 500 kilometers so far. Look at the continuous form. He has been driving for 5 hours. He is still driving. Within this time, he has completed 500 kilometers of driving. By the way, so far is a synonym for until now. Let's look at the timelines now to make it perfectly clear for you what the differences between the two tenses are. Right, here's the timeline for present perfect continuous. An action that started in the past, has been going on until now, is still going on, and will go on for a while. Remember that you can refer to this tense with these two words, since and for. Since indicates the exact time that the action started in the past, and for tells us how long the action has been going on. Let's have a look at the timeline for the present perfect, and you will see that it will look very, very different. Here's an action that happened in the past. It's a completed action at some point in the past. We don't know exactly when, or we don't want to say exactly when. What's important is that the action is complete now, at the time of speaking. Right then, let's look at some common mistakes. You may say or hear, I have waited for half an hour. Because you're still waiting, the action is still going on, you should use the present perfect continuous. I have been waiting for half an hour. The action is not complete yet. Let's look at another example. You may hear or say, he has slept since 9 o'clock. Once again, because the action is going on, is still in progress, he is still sleeping, we should be using the present perfect continuous. He has been sleeping since 9 o'clock. Sometimes you may make the reverse mistake. For example, you may hear or say, it has been snowing twice this week. Now, the word twice, or means 2 times, indicates 2 finished, completed actions. It snowed once, stopped. It snowed again and stopped. It's not snowing at the moment. Therefore, we need to use the present perfect. It has snowed twice this week. One last example to make sure you've really got the difference between these two. You may say, she has been writing many books. It's okay to say she has been writing for many years. She is a writer. But to say the number of books she has already written, referring to completed books, you need to use the present perfect. She has written many books.